I don't look at sobriety as the finish line. And I don't think that people should. If people are going to quit drinking or quit using drugs or quit doing anything that they find to be harmful for themselves or no good for their life, I don't think that they should look at the let's use alcohol for example. Quitting drinking for me could not be the finish line because quitting drinking is the easiest thing in the world to do. You just set the drink down. Don't put nothing in your body. Easy peasy. It's continuing after that, right? When all the feelings start coming back and all the memories, and especially if you're like somebody who drank most of their life, right? When all of these feelings and emotions and problems that you've been avoiding come back because they will, and you can't mask them anymore, you're going to find that quitting drinking itself was not the finish line. You're going to find that quitting drinking wasn't the ultimate goal for yourself. That's what I found. Because I used to think that if I quit drinking, I would be happy. And that's just not true, at least not in my experience. Sobriety, more for me, opened a doorway so that I could get back into good physical shape. I'm pointing over to my Bowflex over here. I got my punching bag. I got this whole backyard gym thing that I got going on here. That opened the door for me to get back into shape physically, um, obviously back into shape mentally, spiritually, all that kind of stuff. But in order to get back into shape in these areas, there's work that has to be done. And it's not easy work. It's simple in the sense that you can develop a nice system that works for you. That's what I've done. Very simple, but it's not easy because especially if like it's something that you've never addressed or you've only like addressed in small doses before you went and masked it again, right? It's not easy. I mean, it's not easy. There's like yesterday I have a small painting company, right? And summertime, this is summertime right here. Summertime is supposed to be when we can really bang out the exteriors, just one after the other. But you run into days and weeks sometimes here in Southern Oregon where it's just moist, right? And right now, all I have is exterior work. So, like all day yesterday, I couldn't do any work, and mentally, that was really fucking with me because I'm getting ready to get married, and my finances are getting ready to get married is a bit expensive. Okay, running a company is a bit expensive. Raising a family, expensive. So, like when for me, I'm the man of the house, head of the household. I don't look at days off during the week as I don't get a lot of enjoyment out of them because I feel like I just have a hard time enjoying the day. I feel like I should be making money. I should be out there doing something. Now, I spent the day yesterday being productive, right? I worked in the office. I did what I could for the business end of the company. I cleaned my home. My home is nice and clean. I worked out. I did what I could to stay in a positive mental attitude, right? But I was just in a funk yesterday. And so part of me remembering that quitting drinking or sobriety and all that kind of stuff wasn't the ultimate goal. Those things right there remind me of that because I had to overcome those feelings. And I know how to. I just don't always want to, right? I know if I'm feeling a certain way, I change my physiology, get physical doing something. Obviously, pick something positive to focus on. Yeah. Get around some people that are jovial, you know. I know the things to do. But quitting drinking didn't make me happy. That's my job every day. It's my job to make myself happy. Quitting drinking didn't make me successful. It doesn't make me successful. It it provides me with a clear mind so that I can better execute things in my life that need to get done. Quitting drinking didn't make me a better father. It just made me more present to where I can be available and make wise and clear decisions and be in good physical shape to go and do the things that my kids want to do. It didn't make me a better spouse. Quitting drinking did not make me a better spouse. It's the work that I did after that that made me a better spouse. I purposefully mind my tongue. I think about the things that I say. I'm on purpose. When I feel certain ways now, I don't act on my feelings because feelings are liars. So quitting drinking, being sober, didn't make me better at relationships, better at anything. It just provided the doorway so that I could be able to step through it, see what things that I needed to do in order to get stronger in those areas, and then do them. And I have days where I'm happy. I have days where I'm not. I'm just a regular guy. I'm a regular guy who's trying to rebuild his life. And I've done a pretty good job of it so far. Quitting drinking didn't make me a better communicator, I'll tell you that. But it did provide the clear mind for me to maybe start to get more involved in listening to maybe more positive things and being around more positive conversations and things like that. So that what this well that I'm filling up, what goes into me is what comes out of me, right? So I'm more in tune and more open to things that are more healthy and in line with what I'm doing these days. So the way that I talk is different because of the things that I'm absorbing. What's in your heart comes out the mouth. And I've always said that your brain is like a bowl. And if you don't purposefully saturate this bowl full of what it is that you want coming out of you, then the world will fill that bowl. So it's a quitting drinking didn't make me a more mindful person, but it did provide the pathway for me to become a more mindful person of the things that are going into my, things that I'm viewing and listening to, and the things that I eat. What goes into me is what comes out of me. So, all in all, I guess what I'm getting at, right, is that quitting drinking is not necessarily the finish line. It just provides a doorway. And it's worth it, I'll tell you that, though. Okay. So, I guess what I would ask you guys is what has sobriety helped you build in your life? In my life, it's helped me build good relationships. I have a fantastic fiance now. My boys are, I think that they get more time and more quality time with me. If you've looked at any of my last videos that I've done on my channel, I'm getting pretty strong physically, getting in really good shape. I'm becoming physically fit, right? Fit means ready. So I'm more physically fit, and I'm just at more peace. And that's the ultimate thing for me. I wanted to quit drinking to feel different, to feel better, and to be at peace. And I'm at peace now. I have to maintain that peace. And that's why I say that quitting drinking is not the finish line, because you quit drinking, you're going to find that you over time develop a lot of self-respect and peace and trust and all these positive attributes, and you'll want to protect them. And you'll see what I mean when I say that quitting drinking is not the finish line. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. Have a great rest of your day on purpose, okay? God bless you. I'm out of here.